I think we'll start off in Tavali today, because obviously potatoes will have grown by now. We've still got 4 levels of farming to go through. Let's hope that I can get this done by the end of today's stream as well, because I'd rather not spend too much time doing this, to be perfectly honest. Oh, we are actually close to another level. So that's not too bad. How much experience have we actually got left? We're 60% of the way there, 754 left to go. So I think it was in total just under around 2k. Might actually try doing the full route today as well, actually, including the hops patches, the hops patch and the bush patch. And there's 11. Where's the music gone? Is this just really quiet? Oh, it's that one, that's why. That one will do. Can I use this shortcut? Yes. Hey, Pink. The heat's not too bad today, to be fair. This might actually be the coolest it's been in this room for months, to be honest. I'm just not feeling up to having the face cam on today anyway. How are you doing? I've been, yeah, the reason for that is I've been working on thumbnails for most of the day, and that's always, always very draining for me. Very draining, because it's something that I really just don't understand. Never managed to get my head around how to do thumbnails and that properly. We've got, I think, 3 mock-up thumbnails that I made in the creator Discord earlier with some advice from other people. I think they might need a little bit of changing up. I should probably, because at the moment they haven't got my StoryScape branding, I guess you could call it, on them. So that might be something that I end up sticking with, but it's always been in my head that maybe the one of the points of friction with people not clicking on the videos was my logo in the thumbnail for some reason. Hopefully today's stream will be like yesterday's as well. I started off yesterday's stream basically in the same place, feeling a little bit depressed and exhausted and not really 100% sure that I wanted to stream anyway. But I want to play the game, and at the moment I need to stream if I want to play the game because that's how I've set it up for myself. But by the end of the stream, the energy level was very, very different. And I've already run out of run energy. I should probably get rid of my worn equipment, actually. That will probably help. It's because I did stop doing the full routes last night. Working on some farming at the moment. And the only way I have to train farming, unfortunately, is by running from patch to patch and raking them. I can use the run replenish on the Explorer's Ring, but I think I've only got one of those. So I'll wait for it to run out again. Yeah, no. Like I said, I don't expect people to come in and chill out every stream. No worries about that, like. That's got nothing to do with my mood. Not having viewers, that's... I did plenty of that back when I first started streaming on Twitch. It's very slow. I think we were doing it for about 45 minutes yesterday. It's not going too bad, to be fair. It's going quicker than I thought it was going to. What was it next? Lumbridge. Hello, Asrez. Thank you very much. I always appreciate hearing that. It's very nice to hear. How are you doing this fine evening or day? I don't know where you are. I don't know what time it might be for you. I should probably stop presuming that people are in the UK because I know most of my viewers are not. You know, I think it was actually better to just skip running to the other two patches and just go straight to Port Sarim to the Spirit Tree patch. What are you guys working on in-game? 4 AM. Wow. Wow, Tokyo. Literally all over the world, people are watching my videos. Cool. You're up very early then. I've just spent ages on a master clue only to get a crap worth 100k less than the elite. Oh, rip. I never saw... unless you're going for like log, I never saw the point of doing masters. The rewards always seemed worse than elites on average, from my experience anyway. Went to the gym, now grinding some agility on the iron. So you've gone to the gym on your RuneScape account as well then, basically. Keeping fit in real life and in the game. I was thinking about... Ooh, rake it again. I was thinking about doing a little bit of agility at the end of all of these grinds. Don't know if it'd be before or after the construction grind. But now that they've added dive at level 30, no longer need to do succession. does sound pretty nice to have. And my level cap for this era is 30, so I can go for it. But I'm not sure what courses are actually available to me. So let's have a quick look, shall we? Because I found out that I made a massive mistake on my hunter grind. I was doing whirligigs at Het's Oasis. Unfortunately, Het's Oasis is it's not available to me. Which one would... It's still going to be Berthorpe, isn't it? Berthorpe's still going to be my best course. Go courses. Can't do the agility arena, can't do no... Yeah. Berthorpe. Yeah. Hey, Ab, welcome him. Wow, this might be the most active the stream's been this early since we started doing it. Yeah, they're available excuse me. They're technically available in the timeline, but because of my organic discovery rule where I need to like be sent to an area in a quest or be told about an area in a quest to get access to it, and I haven't got access to the wilderness yet because I know there are quests that send you there. But I should not have been doing Het's Oasis. I think it was you that pointed out, wasn't it, Ab? Where to next? Port Sarim. Oh, wait, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I need to go to the Spirit Tree patch first. Which is the one I kept having to wait for to grow yesterday. It's like, as well, I haven't got access to the farm north of here because of bringing home the bacon. Which, to be fair, I love that quest. So I shouldn't have used that in the last video. Nah, correctly correcting me. Someone who's spacebar. Thank you very much. Well, honestly, it's that type of person that I'm kind of aiming it at. Like, people who have heard, that have spacebarred through the quest because, like, it's efficient, but have heard how good the RuneScape story is and want to know how it goes, you know? Oh, I'm going to have to wait for the bush patch to grow at least one weed. I'm glad you're enjoying them. A few people seem to be. It's just a shame we've had so few decent quests so far. But we've got some fantastic ones coming up. Hurry up and grow, please. Reminds me of, honestly, this just reminds me of Cuddler's streams where he was spending hours and hours doing agility by climbing over a stile, and his only way of getting farming experience was occasionally going back to the Spirit Tree patch and raking it. Yeah. Well, it hasn't been every week. It hasn't been anywhere near every... I'd like it to get to the point where I can do it every week. But obviously, the further I get in the storyline, the longer each quest's going to take as well. So if I want to take this whole content creator thing seriously, I might need to think of some other videos that I can make alongside StoryScape. I was thinking of returning to my Tales of Gillinor series. Well, RuneScape Bedtime Stories, I ended up calling it because Cathar already did Tales of Gillinor. Looking forward to those fantastic ones. Yeah, like Biohazard. I quite like Jungle Potion, to be fair. What's Mine is Yours is a really fun quest. Nature Spirit's great. Recruitment Drive. All of those great ones. And then, obviously, the further in we get, the better they get. I did not mean to get one. $67 to $59 left until level 12. Every week for me, so I don't mind more wave. Thank you. If you think the videos are bangers, thank you. I mean, I don't want to compare myself to him because it sounds super arrogant, but it's like Settled had months and months and months between uploads. I mean, Jimmy, when he was doing by release, which obviously I mentioned it a lot in episode 1, that inspired this series. But he was releasing other videos at the same time. Settled had months and months between his videos sometimes, but the quality of his storytelling is much, much, much higher. I've thought about doing just sort of yapping videos. I just don't know what I'd yap about. You know what I mean? I could talk about updates and stuff, I guess, but I don't really feel like I rarely feel like I have anything to actually say. Do you know what I mean? I have a lot that I want to say about them moving some of the quests, like the Blood Pact and Stolen Hearts, and that's the other one, the Rune Mysteries series. Because I thought they were in. I mean, yeah, they could have been a bit. The Rune Mysteries and Stolen Hearts definitely could have been a little bit later in the storyline. But it didn't make sense to move Blood Pact after them because the old premise for starting them was the fact that you'd done Blood Pact and Xenia had told Ariane and Ozan about you. Could be the update patch notes or you just trying to do boss guides, but just you trying to get a kill. I used to do PVM videos. I'm probably not going to go back to PVM videos unless they're part of the StoryScape series. It's not because I'm not a PVMer. I mean, I've done PVM. I'm not terrible at it, but I don't really understand it. So it's one of those that I've never really felt very confident in making videos. I know a lot about storytelling. I know a lot about fantasy and science fiction world building and lore and things like that. So it's something that I'm quite confident about. That's why I felt like I can make videos about this. I was thinking, yeah, like I said, I was thinking of doing like lore videos. That'd just be a yapping video. I could put it over some gameplay. I was putting it over just like, it was my main tending a fire in a darkened place for RuneScape bedtime stories. Just reading the lore books from the game. But they never did very well. Because apparently, like, the only reason I did it in the first place was I keep getting told I've got a decent, like, when I speak more like this, you know, more softly spoken, less energy in my voice. Apparently I've got a good voice to send people to sleep. Yeah. I think one of the problems with my old videos on that, though, is my old mic was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, A couple of them are still up. You can go back at any time and check it out. Or that video I recommend at the end of episode 1 of StoryScape. It's the one where I did hard mode Nakatra on a controller. That was insane. That is still like my all-time proudest moment in gaming, but you can tell the quality of my mic from that instantly. Okay. Yeah, alright then. I might revisit that series then, because that is definitely something I'd like to do again. I'd like to put more into it this time as well, because I was literally just reading the lore books last time, not really adding anything to it. But a lot of the lore books have got like this little excerpt quote from Reldo at the beginning. So it was like I could do a little bit of RP type of thing, roleplay. Still don't understand how you play this game on a controller. Like how I set it up or how I cope with it. Because, like you can see, it's not much different to normal, like, the point that I'm at, it doesn't look that much different to normal gameplay, except with maybe a little bit more minor corrections in mouse positioning, and probably a few more misclicks. It took a lot of getting used to, both. Well, I set it up through the Steam client. It just have the Steam client open, running in the background. You can just literally plug a controller straight in and start using it to control the PC. But then it was like, I actually had to think, because I've got to do this all the time, I had to think about how I could, kind of think about this in a way of, I'm creating an entire control scheme for a game. It's from a separate channel. Do you want? Is it too loud or anything? Because I don't. If I want to use this footage, it's easier to not have the music playing, because it'll fuck it up a bit if I've got to cut it and it gets all clippy and nasty and not great viewing experience. Hurry up and grow. It's at a good level. Sweet. Yeah, basically I just chucked every music track that I like when I'm editing a video. If it's one from the game that I actually really like, I add it to this playlist. I don't know what's going on with that. Why is it keep dragging you back down? But yeah. Hurry up! Did it just grow? Did I just rake it? Let's go to Saturday. I love the RuneScape music as well. I think it's extremely underrated a lot of the time. How close are we? So we got like 50 XP on that whole route around. And we've got to wait for the tree patch to grow as well. Yay! Peak content. The Waco track is my favourite. I don't know why people dislike it. Waco. Is it Waco or Waco? I'm not sure I've got that one yet, because I've never had to go there. There's several. Dippertoe, One Voice, Seasons Change, Sticks and Stones, Tales of Waco, the instrumental White. Oh, these are voice ones. I love the voice ones in RuneScape. Oops, didn't need to do that. There we go. I have RuneScape Bold as well. That's brilliant. My favourite track's probably Among Tyrannon Trees. Waco, yeah. That seems like it's probably right. Yeah, let's dump these weeds in as well while we're here. See, this is the other thing, like, I can just mash 55555, which is triangle, and then press circle, it's enter. So I can always, and I've got like 1 to 9 on the controller, so I can always get precise values if I need to. And that also helps with navigating chat boxes and teleport jewelry, things like that. Got a lot of thought went into setting up this control scheme. Is it among Tyrannon trees? I've got it on this playlist. Among Tyrannon trees. The one I don't like is the almighty Ceradome, and that's probably because of the quest pacing. You're talking about the quests you don't like? Lumbridge next. Problem is, Among Tyrannon Trees has played a few times during the stream, and when I've watched the stream back, it's been too quiet. But it's so much quieter than all of the other tracks that I don't want to boost the level that it's coming through the stream. Oh. I'm not sure which track you're talking about. Unless it's one of the Waiko ones. Like, there's nearly 1,500 tracks in the game. I don't know a lot of them. I'm still discovering a lot of them. Quite enjoy Tables Are Turned. I should be adding some of these. I should be downloading some of these and adding them to the playlist, shouldn't I? From the Gowers quest. Oh yeah. To be honest, I love everything about the Gowers quest. That's fantastic. Plus, my favourite outfit in the game is from that one. The one in Succession. Oh, is it Adris? I can say her name. Oh, you have no idea how many takes just saying some of the names sometimes takes me. Adristea. Is it the one she sings at the end of Succession? It's been a few years since I've done Succession. I saw the RS guy do it in his Hardcore Iron Man series recently. He just spent most of the time complaining about the inordinately long cutscene at the one. Yeah, I've got a vague memory of the one that you're talking about. And this is why the farming grind is hell on this account. Yeah, it doesn't at all. It's the same with some of the cutscenes in what's it called? Stolen Hearts and Diamond in the Rough. To be fair, with Succession though, I've got to say, I love the fact that they actually tried to do a cutscene again rather than just another slideshow. I'm not saying I dislike the slideshows. I think there's definitely a place for them, and some of them work really well as cutscenes. But there was definitely a period there, and I'm not entirely sure it's over because I haven't done any quests since I can't even remember what it's called. The Gate of Elidness one. I should probably check that out. What's it called? I did Requiem for a Dragon. I didn't do Osseous Rex. Ode to the Devourer. I think it's got to be Ode to the Devourer, right? Maybe not. It was 2024. I might have done that one. I could just go on my main and find out, but is it soul searching? Oh, that's access to Sanctum of Rebirth, so I definitely did that. Beneath Scarborough Sands. Yeah, I didn't do that. Slides work as well as an introduction to a place with a voiceover. Yeah. It's always been a balancing act with RuneScape, though, hasn't it? Because, like, if you look at the old quests, yay, level 12. You look at the old quests. Some of them, they're not extremely well written from, like, a dialogue standpoint, because obviously most of the lore, most of the story is told through dialogue. You very rarely get lore books to read through to advance the story. The storytelling, the story itself is normally a much higher quality than the dialogue that's telling the story. So it's always been this weird balancing act with RuneScape where they've got some really good quests with really bad dialogue, some really bad quests with really good dialogue. Look at Once Upon a Slime. Yeah, I really don't like that quest. I think I've ranted about Once Upon a Slime in every stream I've done so far. I did see that someone else who was doing a timeline locked account, I think it was the timeline locked account anyway, I didn't actually watch the videos, I just watched the intro to his episode 1. RS Hijinks, I think. He was doing a series called RNG, which I know the last one stood for Gothics. It's like a little roleplay timeline locked Iron Man. But he did 3 episodes and now he's just started a new series, which has done way better than any of his other videos, so I think he's probably focusing on that now. So, as far as I know, I think Mina the Engineer has picked up their series again. And Duo H2O has still got his series. So there are others doing the same thing at the moment, but there always has been, going back years and years. I mean, Cathar's Chronolocked was like 6 years ago, and that was directly inspired by Release. And there was Jaxis with their story mode, quite a few others. It is a very cool name. I think he's at about the same point as me in the story, but he's been going a little bit longer. He's doing 1 quest per episode, from what I saw, though. Cathar, yes, my Sander Fendi. I'm going to try and get him into more of the videos. Because he's a good friend. And I found him through Chronolocked. I was very disappointed when Chronolocked ended, to be honest. I've never really gotten into his Desert series. But he's a very, very good voice actor. His recent Dungeoneering video was good as well. Yeah, he said he was coming up to the finale. I think he said the finale is the next episode that's coming out as well. Varrock next, isn't it? I do hope he still tries to go for the kill with melee as well, though, because he did manage to get the Khopesh. So I hope he does try and do the kill in the original way he intended, not with necromancy, not just do it with necromancy anyway. Yeah, he did a lot of lore vids back in the day. And he did, what was it? So you want to be a rune tuber or something, which was quite funny. And very accurate. Because realistically, if you make content on a video game, you don't actually get to spend that much time playing the video game. I don't want to badmouth my friend, but yeah, necromancy is cringe. He might be coming to RuneFest this year again. Some things might need to change for that, but he did tell me that Jagex have given him a ticket this year. But he's gonna need. He needed to cover his own flight costs last time, but they covered his hotel last time. He needs to cover the flights and the hotel, so at the moment he's not going because he can't afford to. But if my situation improves over the next few weeks, I did say I'd lend him some money towards it, because hopefully my situation's going to improve soon. A magician and a sword wielder. Is that from his series? I can't remember. This is something as well. I do have brain damage, so my memory can be a bit shaky sometimes. Like, even if it's something that objectively I should know or remember, it'll take me like 5 to 15 minutes, if not like 3 days later, I'll go, ah, that's what they were talking about. Love to come through. Yeah, I'd imagine, especially if you've got to fly from Tokyo. It's literally the other side of the world. Whereas, like, for me, it's an hour train ride. Ah, fair. Yeah, fair enough. So magician and sword wielder, mage and melee, yeah. My main combat style has always been magic, but I did all of my PVM videos in Necro, just because it was easier to learn and it was cheap to get decent equipment. And I never learned EOC properly. I was one of the wave of noobs finally getting access to proper high-level PVM due to necromancy. But apparently, according to a lot of people on Reddit, because I did hard mode... Wait, did I not replant my potatoes? Because I did hard mode Nakatra and Zamorak and fucking Solak, because I did them with necromancy, even though I did them on controller, it's not actually an achievement. 400 XP left to get. Varrock. Wish I was good at PVM, lol. Best I could do is do God Wars 2 with tier 90s. God Wars 2 is good entry level. Very good entry level. Is it a snowflake iron? Have you given yourself any restrictions, or are you just going for it? My first proper Iron Man experience was Group Iron Man. Actually got quite far on my Group Iron Man. I did it kind of timeline locked, but without the restrictions that come with timeline locked. And what was the other thing? It was I did Fort Foreign 3. Did the Necromancy questline because I needed to do it for Fort Foreign 3, just because I wanted access to Fort Foreign 3. Inefficiency locked Iron Man, brilliant. Doing things in the worst way possible for your entertainment. Kinda like this farming run. Fucking hell. This is how, like, just doing this, it's making my brain just turn to fucking mush. It's not the heat. If it's not the heat, it's something else. Just, I would rather do the agility grind that Settle did at the beginning of Swampletics, where it was like 200 hours of just going over the bridge over and over again. Nah, yeah. I feel like in a game like RuneScape, a non-competitive game like RuneScape, I mean, whether or not it's non-competitive completely is debatable because they used to have the high scores and all that, but obsessing over the meta just leeches all the fun out of the game. Godlike patience. I mean, have you watched Settled Swampletics series? Well, fuck that. The Nightmare Mode series, the quest, but like very specifically, the getting that medium clue scroll completed in Swampletics is one of the most impressive feats of patience, not impatience, of patience that I've ever seen. I've been rewatching Swampletics recently as well. It's quite nice to go back to. Yeah. Hurry up and grow. I want to harvest my weed. Even a dog slayer task with the TP. Yep. Yep. Then again, pretty much every grind on that series was just mental. Especially when he had to do a lot of it again in like the penultimate episode. Fucking hell. I just stood here. You know what, if it hasn't grown, I'm going to go to a different patch. The watermelon arc. Yeah, and he literally only did that so he'd have another grind to break up to fix the pacing for the movie a bit better. I think he said in the FAQ video we did at the end of the series. 15,000 watermelons. That was another. Like I said in a previous stream, I did consider doing. Let's go to Varrock again. I'll wait for plugins on here so we can have more. Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if I can get a plugin made by someone that like hides Like, maybe just blurs out or removes non-law friendly entities. Like, someone did I think it was Ab. Ab gave a great suggestion to, with when the Lumbridge crater, when I get to that point in the storyline, that I should just put a bad PNG over it of the crater. Hey, Rosa. How are you doing this today? Yeah, energy levels are a bit higher again because we've had like 4 or 5 people come in today and start chatting, and it's been very good. Great start to the stream. Lumbridge. That was someone else. Okay. Apparently, I remember you so well at the moment, Ab, but like, I'm attributing everyone's things to you. Just want a cheat client that tells me where to click everywhere. Had lunch with an aunt. What's some traditional Dominican food that we can look at trying when me and my wife go next year? Yeah, I'm looking forward. I think the plugin, the API support, I think that's going to do more than anything else in this Road to Restoration that they've got to draw old school players back over to RS3. I think that's going to be the one. Rice and beans, but not the Cuban way. That sounds like the type of thing my wife would like. I don't like beans, it's a texture thing. Cuban rice and beans is better. I did find I very much like Caribbean curry. I think it's Jamaican curry. And jerk chicken. Really, we made friends with this one tour guide, and completely free of charge, she took us around all of the non-touristy bits on like our second to last day, the first time we went to Antigua, and we tried proper jerk chicken there, and it was, oh my fucking god, it was one of the best. It was some of the best chicken I've ever eaten in my life. And trying the plantain in the, I think they had curry beef while we were there that time. Plantain was surprisingly nice. Wasn't expecting to like that. Dominica or Dominican Republic? Dominican Republic. Yeah. Yeah, because I haven't been to the Dominican for 23 years. And the last time I went, I was 8 years old. Like family holiday, me and mum, dad, and my brother. And we were there for 3 weeks, and I spent a week of that lying on my stomach in the room because little ginger kid had been left outside by his dad for 8 hours in the Dominican fucking Republic with no sun cream on. I had one of the worst burns, but I've still got scars from it across the top of my shoulders. Free rest of the day because I'm not going anywhere, but I would imagine it is. I would imagine it is. Because I don't know. I can't. Obviously, I was 8 years old. I can't really remember it extremely well. Right, let's go back to the Varrock and go to Champions Guild. No? I'm not a big drinker. I drink a little bit when I'm on holiday, if it's all inclusive. I'll have a few free drinks, but I don't really like who I am when I'm drunk, so I tend to avoid getting too pissed. One thing I do love about Antigua, which I unfortunately won't be able to do in Dominican, is cannabis is legal there, and I spent a lot of money on weed the last time we went to Antigua. A lot of money on weed. Barry used to go out now. Ah, fair. So, like, literally, yeah, you're saying, but I completely misinterpreted what you meant by infrastructure. I see what you're saying now. Like, the general, the infrastructure. I was thinking the architecture for some reason, like the better quality built buildings. Because I know that is an issue in some of the Caribbean islands as well, anyway. What's that? Brassica Prime is my deity, and and Herblore is definitely one of my favourite skills, and it's definitely got nothing to do with the fact that the Cabbage Mancer outfit looks like you're covered in cannabis leaves, and it's got nothing to do with the fact that when you get the 99 Herblore cape, it looks like you've got a big cannabis leaf on your back. And I definitely never had an account called, I think it, because my old main username was Solace, Solace, so I made an account that I got 99 Herblore on, and I got the old, like, floating around walk animation where your arms are out and you're sort of like, oh, kind of like, religious floating with the weed leaf cape. And I called myself Solace Blazed, got the green title, so it's Solace Blaze the Green. I fucking loved that. Roads 2. Punta Cana to Santo Domingo used to take, I don't know how many hours, maybe 10. Now takes 2. Jesus. Level 420 Herblore. Yes. Change. When you hit level 120 Herblore, we need a plugin that just makes it read 420 instead. The roads are really bad in Antigua. They're not as bad as they are on Barbuda. On Barbuda, like, there's still loads of the damage from the hurricane a few years back. But the Antiguan roads are really bad. Like, it was one thing, like, every taxi driver we had was complaining about the roads. Yeah, I was a proper... Sorry, hang on. I was a proper asshole weed bro for many years. Considerably less so now. Which is ironic considering it's technically legal in the UK now. With a medical card. And I don't like... One of the things I really don't... This series has actually helped me cut down on weed quite a lot, because I hate my scripts that I write when I'm stoned. I used to think, oh, it'll make me more creative. No. It makes me less intelligent. And I don't like it when I end up accidentally recording... One of the reasons I had to re-record the script for the last episode, like I said in the community post, was because I'd recorded it when I was high. So I sounded high throughout the entire thing. It just wasn't as engaging. Well, no, it does have legitimate medical... Okay, no worries, Pink. Thank you for popping in. Good luck with the weeding. Yes, thank you very much. Hopefully it should be done. It looks like it should be done by the end of the stream. Hope you have fun at work. Yeah, and then my editing when I'm high is good. In fact, I prefer it's the one thing that I actually think I'm a little bit better at. I'm a bit more creative with my edits when I'm stoned. The only problem is, obviously, editing takes me longer than it should anyway, because I'm doing everything on a fucking controller. But it takes like 10 times more time. Like, it's 10 times slower doing it when I'm stoned. Can you trade? Are they tradable? Oh no, I can't anyway, because I'm an Iron Man. That was a really good idea. Ooh. Glass roof buildings and 28 degrees. That sounds worse than it's been in here for the last 2 days. Good luck. Like how Protox collects tea. I mean, if I was playing on my main more often, that is definitely something I would be strongly considering. I was considering like trying to do some kind of, excuse me, some kind of rip-off of Protox's intro with the whole grab a cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So it could be roll yourself a joint, sit back, relax, and enjoy. But I think that'd turn away too many viewers, to be honest. Relax and enjoy. Baked locked Iron Man. What would that involve? Would it involve taking some dwarf weed incense sticks to every boss fight, man? Get on that grimy dwarf lead. Chuck a bit of Torstal in your bong. And if you really want, we've got this new breed of train wreck that we call Bloodweed. Not allowed to play the account sober. You can only use baked food. Both of those sound like good ideas. I don't know if YouTube would like it very much if I started off every video with me going on cam and doing a fat bong grip. But it would very much fit in with my my username of Pixel Hippie. Vegan locked Iron Man. Didn't someone do a vegan locked Iron Man on Old School? Or am I imagining that? Would a vegan playthrough of RuneScape actually be viable? It's something I've thought about in the past, but I've never actually like theory crafted it. I should probably bank these potatoes. They probably weigh quite a bit. 11 kilograms of potatoes. That'd be 500 quid from Tesco at the moment. Rake, rake, rake my bush. Gently, 'cause it's sore. Please don't make me fucking bleed, 'cause you're out and I'll kick you out the door. I don't know where that came from. Ranging armor is probably the hardest thing. Yeah. Fact, feathers. It's a good job you don't need actual leather to make the armor. But you can definitely see leather straps on some of the armor sets. Especially the chain bodies. So while you don't actually, like, people could realistically argue that you wouldn't be allowed to use them. Definitely wouldn't be able to do necromancy, fucking hell. You do a vegan playthrough while slaughtering thousands of innocent creatures? Oh, that was something. I'm going to destroy these. Because if there's one thing that I can do to fix that blunder, it's reset my progress with pieces of hat. Is there any food that you'd actually be... I don't think there's any food that you'd actually be able to use either. Except maybe brews, I guess? What's in a Guthix way? Guthix Rest is, what, Marantil and Haralander, so that wouldn't be too bad. But I can't think of anything else you'd be able to use. Will you be smithing your armors for later stages, since binding and smithing came out much later in the game and the gear required? Yeah, because that's one of those updates that, it's like, it becomes part of the previous history of the game as well, unlike Het's Oasis. The only restriction I'll have around armor sets and weaponry for smithing will be, whether or not I actually have access to the ores. Like someone said, I think it was in yesterday's stream, Light and Dark Anima is from Frenesque, and obviously you don't really go to Frenesque until the 6th Age. Was it you who said it, Rosa? That they're from Frenesque. I'd like trying to remember, keep track of what conversations I had with which person. Did I forget to plant my fucking potatoes again? I've only got 194 experience left to get. Wonderful. No, that was Ab. Okay. Yeah, you checked on Wiki afterwards. Yeah, so guys, if I ever get mixed up with who I've had a conversation with and yeah, I sincerely apologise. Stupid mobile typing. The autocorrect. Wazza! Why, my wife said that because most of my viewers are like 25 to 35, a lot of us will remember back in the early noughties when, because of Scary Movie, Wazza became a thing and I should start my videos with it. With the new Scary Movie coming out. I'm not a... What? Fucking celebrity? Not yet. Apparently the Anarcha are in Prif though, not Frenesque. Well, I still haven't got access to Prif. That's 5th Age though, even though it was released during the 6th Age. Both of them there. Wazza! Yeah. It's not a... Yeah, but it was a fun typo, Rosa. Brought up that brilliant point in the conversation. What? Excuse me. Wiki didn't say where it was from. But yeah, that's just an example of an ore that I won't have access to yet anyway. I'm not sure if I'll give myself access to Necronium until I can start archaeology, because it's south of Port Phasmatis. Wait. Is the Necronium... I know I can mine something high level in the deep reaches of the mine that you go to rescue that girl in a barrel. Can't remember what it's called. Part of the feud quest line. Shit. It's got to be Champion. What's it called? None of them. Oh, Dragon says the beginning of Champion, not the end. Okay, I told Will Miss it earlier that it was at the end. I was wrong. Tourist Trap, that's the one. I've got some friends who are technically celebrities. Like, the first time I met Will, the first time I spoke to him, was at RuneFest. Cathar introduced me to him. He was like, Pixel, you wanted to meet Will, right? It's like, why? He stood there. No, it's like, he's right there. It's like, oh! I got so overwhelmed so quickly. It was the only person that I genuinely, like, properly fanboyed over while I was there. I was like, oh shit, I'm so sorry, this is really embarrassing. And he just gave me a hug. It was super wholesome. And since then, he's helped me out on a few scripts and a few thumbnails. And It in a Barrel is from Tourist Trap, yeah. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure there is a high level... I remember spending a lot of time there on my group Iron Man. So I'm guessing there's a relatively high level ore there. In the mine. In the trap for tourists, where they kidnap and force them to work in the mines. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Well, we're an hour and 10 minutes into the stream. What will we be doing after? Is it finally time? I'm going to cook all my potatoes after. That's what I'm going to do, because I've got 32 cooking to get. Then I've got a fuck ton of stuff to sell. And then hopefully we can go do construction finally. You met Zezima. Fucking hell. Yeah, but it doesn't exactly get much bigger than that, does it? I met quite a lot of big RS names at RuneFest. I got a load of pictures with a load of guys. Someone actually recognised me at RuneFest, which was mental. Like, I just met this random couple, and we were chatting outside while having a smoke. And I was talking about the series that I'd started, and I was like, wait, I've watched those! I was like, shit, really? But no, it was... Well, I met Ryan, the RS guy. I met Jimmy. I met Protox. I met Ionoraxor. Oh god, what's his name? He's not a RuneScape YouTuber, but he's done RuneScape videos. And he hosted. And I can't remember his name. And he does MMO reviews mostly. Big YouTuber. I got my picture taken with him. And Hanani. There was a lot of controversy around Hanani after that, though. I always thought she was really funny, though. Loved her content. Kind of shot herself in the foot there. I don't think there was anyone else. Never met Settled, which was disappointing. Two people I did want to meet while I was there was Settled and Alien Food. And meeting all of the mods as well was a surreal experience. Especially, like, me, Cuddler, RuneScape Lorehounds, Cathar, a few others. We all went to this like pub near the NEC the night before RuneFest. And we ended up running into Mod Mark the old mod Mark that's retired now. Oh no, they're both retired now, haven't they? The more recent mod Mark ended up spending quite a few hours drinking with him. Where is it? Where am I going next? Varrock. Yeah. No, but sadly I saw him in a lot of female RS streamers chat in the years, and it wasn't a good sight of a dude. Oh, that is creepy. Hang on, let me just check, because I always get them mixed up. Let me check on the wiki. This dude. Yeah, spent a bit of time getting drunk with him, which was interesting. Just, oh, why won't it? My second monitor never behaves itself. Just, there we go, there we go. I didn't actually see the controversy at the time. I've seen where her channel's gone since, and she still seems to be doing all right, which is decent. Like, she's still making content. It didn't get her cancelled or anything like that. But I heard what she did, and I saw the... As much as I hate the guy, I watched Odablock's video about what she did, and his response, his reaction to her apology video. I'm gonna give Oda credit though, because he's not normally that woke. He did actually not misgender her the entire time, and I know he's had a history of doing that specifically to Hanani as well, so. The MTX mark. Was he the MTX guy? Oh, we met more Black Witch and Mod Ash. Mod Ash was fun to talk to about the quests that he's written. I will always say, like, that was my first RuneFest, and it was such an incredible experience. What really surprised me was the amount of RS3 players that were there. I really expected it to be mainly old school players, but there seemed to be a good split of old school and RS3 players. So that was quite nice, and even there was no hostility between the two groups either. People were generally quite amicable to everyone, because at the end of the day, we all grew up playing the same fucking game. I'm just going to go to the next patch. Black Witch, she gave me a lot of feedback. Oh, that's cool. She's done some incredible things for the overall look of the game as well. Because I think she's like the main... she has been the main art designer, hasn't she? For all of the graphical overhauls. And I loved what she did to Relica. I think I'm still processing what you said about Zezima. I was not expecting that, especially like with a guy who famously married his wife in-game, like, and I'm guessing that was before you saw him get creepy on Twitch. But I think, to be fair, anyone who's that into RS as, you know, I'm saying this about myself as well. We're not 100% sane people a lot of the time. And there's a very... I think if people really obsess over RS, there's a good chance that you're on the spectrum somewhere. Because... mind-numbing repetitive tasks. Aye. Aye. Potatoes, wait, these potatoes, will they get me the level? Are we finally done? Is this gonna get it? No, it's not gonna be anywhere near, is it? No. I saw Zezima in World 3. I jizzed my pants right there, almost instantly. He turned around, and is that how it goes? He turned around and looked into my eyes. I shit my pants right there, almost instantly. He turned around and looked into my eyes. I shit my pants again as I started to cry. 10 oops show. They say never meet your heroes, and now I get why, yeah. One of the Taekwondo masters in my school was a little lady on the spectrum. Diagnosed around... It's always hard for people that get diagnosed in later life. I've never been diagnosed, but it's been strongly suggested by people in the field that I definitely look into trying to get a diagnosis. Unfortunately, in the UK at the moment, there's like a 3 or 4 year waiting list for it. And I'm already 32. I've spent most of my life masking. I don't see how getting a diagnosis of something that I've basically accepted is a part of who I am anyway. I don't see how getting a diagnosis is going to change that. It's not going to validate it for me because I've had so many people tell me it. It's like, I've just kind of accepted it's part of who I am now, you know what I mean? That's fair. It can be good for some people for validation. I fully support that, but I'm not sure I need it. I'm very happy with who I am as a person now. It adds to the character. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think it is pretty evident that I don't have any social skills. Very introverted. I get obsessive over minute details, especially proper diction. Which is funny, which is fucking hilarious because I've never understood proper grammar. Yeah, it's only useful. It's mostly useful if you need support. That's definitely accurate. I've learnt to mask well enough that I know how to cope with my with the help of my wife. I would not have gotten to this point without my wife, and I would not be able to continue to cope without my wife. But I definitely don't need support. And I have heard some horror stories about how autism is treated in the UK for the support. Like, it's one of those things where they tend to assume every autistic person displays in the same way, and that could not be further from the truth. Yeah, exactly. It does just feel like a glorified personality test. That's bang on. It's just rambling about the game, though. That's easy. Ish. And that's masking. I'm 32 years old, you know? 32 years old, I'm kind of used to masking to a certain degree. And it's one of those, I don't like saying it because it makes me sound really fucking arrogant, but I've got quite a high IQ. So it's one of those high IQ masking things that, like, I've always gotten a really mixed response. Oh, you don't seem like that to me. But then I'll talk to a professional and go, no, you definitely should get it checked out. Yeah. You get good. I'm glad you're getting good support, Ab. I'm very glad you're getting good support. Yeah, exactly. It's a fucking spectrum. It's one of the things like about the gender spectrum that I've never understood how people have. See, this is definitely an autism coded thing. I can't comprehend how people can't understand something that to me is so insanely fucking simple, basic, logical, and blatant. Anyone who has met a particularly effeminate gay man, or anyone who has ever met a tomboy, understands that gender is not as clear, as not as black and white as some people are men, some people are women. No, there's definitely a spectrum there. People move across it. The people who are anywhere on it. I'll say it takes effort, but it's worth it to deliberately try to unmask sometimes if you can. Oh, I do. I do. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it on stream, but I unmask naturally in person now. I'm not really. Since the accident, I've really struggled to mask in person. It's a little bit less personal when there's a screen separating us. You get what I mean? It's a little bit easier for me to do it, but you'd meet I'm pretty much like, I'm not saying I'm a completely different person. It's just I'm not very patient with people. This one's not gonna be growing anytime soon, so let's just go to Tavley. So it grows on the last tick of the teleport. I'm staring, I'm watching you. You better not. Oh, tell a lie, there is one person I still mask pretty well in front of, and that's my son. I've got to mask in front of him because I don't want him to pick up my traits because he's on the spectrum too. Oh, have I gone through it too quickly this time? I'm gonna need to just stand here and wait. I've got 50 XP left. Yeah, exactly. That's why that's another reason why these bouts of streaming are going to be. I'm doing until the end of this grind, and then it'll probably be a good few months until I'm live again. Because I'll need that time to recover for one. I was so exhausted, and on a certain level dreading today's stream because I just could not get my brain into it. But when people started coming in and chatting, I was like, okay, that's like a nice little dopamine boost, so I can get into it. I can do this for the 2 hours tonight, and I really want to play RuneScape, and I feel like I need to be streaming this stuff for some reason. So, oh, why isn't anything growing? Just give me all your weeds. Yay! It is quite. There is one thing that I do struggle with masking in front of my son, and it gets quite funny sometimes, because we'll just kind of get trapped in a loop of echolalia, and we'll just be making like random noises to each other, or we'll like. I think it happened. It was like a full minute at my last session with him. He was going, hello, and he was going, hello, and I was going, hello. And we just could not break out of the loop until his mother came along and said, okay, you alright? Yeah, it's like I don't know any of you guys, but I genuinely love anyone who, watches the videos, because it means I'm doing something right. And I'm making something that people can enjoy. So you're giving me support, and I fucking love you guys for it. I really do. I've been ostracized from society my entire life, so this acceptance that I've gotten since the beginning of the series, I'm starting to get fucking choked up. Yeah, it means a lot. It really does. Anyway, but anyway, haven't said it yet. This stream needs to be done at some point. Oh, well, it's playing the theme tune. Let's turn this up a bit, shall we? Put it back to the beginning. Let's listen to this. There's a volume. Let me know if it's too loud. Yeah, I am. I'm very soppy sometimes, happy sometimes. The book of 1,000 songs. 30 XP left. And thank you, Azred, I did read that. It's one of those things as well, because like I played this game solo for 21 years. I didn't have a single friend in game until 2024, when I met Mello and Cathar and Cutler. Where we going? Port Sarim. Because I was too scared of getting, facing that kind of rejection from this game that became my safe space. Where is this from? This is from RuneScape. You can find it on the wiki. It's on the RuneScape soundtrack as well, but it's called Book of 1,000 Songs. You can find it on the wiki and download it from there. I would like to include the full track in the intro, but I think it's probably too long, even for the 3.5-hour video that's coming out hopefully this weekend. Did it come through clearly what it is? Yeah, Book of. I worry about my my lisp and stuff sometimes, like my enunciation and how much I mumble. Like, it's easier to enunciate when I'm reading a script, but I've been watching these streams back to check how, because I'm paranoid. I gotta check how I'm coming across. Yeah, and I have been mumbling quite a lot. Need to learn to enunciate better while I'm live. Yeah, it's a 3.5-hour video, but it's nothing you haven't already seen, and you've literally, just in the last week or two, wasn't it? You went through the whole series. It's a compilation of season 1. Everything in one go. I mean, if you do watch it, that'd be fucking brilliant, because the more people watch it and the longer you watch it for, the more impressions it's going to get, and that might actually boost this channel into the ether. Yes, I want that to happen. It's the one thing, it's probably the most important video I have released on the channel so far. You can use it as a montage when you have progressed a lot in the account. As a look back. Sorry, what are you referring to, Asred? Asrext? Azzy? The long ass video? Fuck. This should be the last patch. There'll be 1 or 2 more patches and finally... Took an hour and a half today and like 45, so that's two and a quarter hours of just running around to different farm patches and raking them. Oh, Book of 1,000 Songs, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing, but I haven't gone to every area that's mentioned in the song yet, so that's one of the reasons I am... Like, obviously, in the more recent videos, I've cut it down so it's just the journey with me to Gillinor, and then it ends. But I will keep the older version of that in the 3.5-hour video. I will probably do what you're saying about having a montage later on. It's good to know, Ab, to be fair. Thank you. Yeah, and I don't think there's really any British... Are there... Can I think of... Cuddler, obviously. Oh, yeah, no, Lorehound. I'm being dumb. They're 2 good friends of mine as well. I was like, oh, there's no... And Critya. Oh my god. Like, there's 3. I mean, Critya and I aren't friends. We know each other, but we're not friends. Seriously? 1 XP off? One experience. Okay. Back to Lumbridge for this last 1 experience. Apparently not back to Lumbridge. Can we get... Thank you. Book of 1,000 Songs is a fantastic track. Yeah. Definitely a RuneScape moment. Right then. Let's go cook these fucking potatoes. That is 14 finally done. Okay, wonderful. We now have all of the requirements for bringing home the bacon. One of my favourite comedic quests in the game. Mainly because of the song that's attached to it. That song is fantastic. Glutton for Nourishment. Wendellwick Hop. Shame we can't go there. Can also grow tomatoes now. And we unlock Marin's Hill. That'll be useful. That will actually be very, very fucking useful. Okay, so... Oh, we need to quickly dump off the rest of these weeds in the composter. And I'm not sure what my closest bank to a range is. I think it might be in Taverley at the Luton Bard pub. So let's go to Taverley anyway and just do the potatoes there, 'cause it's not going to take long to just go through the potatoes anyway. And we have... how many levels? Where's cooking gone? We've got four cooking levels left, 5k left. So I might need to do some fishing for the last few levels. Okay. Now we've got a single... yeah, we've only got like just over 2 inventories of... oh, 27 times 2? Yeah, just under 2 inventories, just over 2 inventories of potatoes to cook. So we'll take all the potatoes. Can't go in the rogue's den. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look up whether or not that's associated with a quest, or if anyone ever tells you about it. But if you don't, then I'm going to put that whatever the skill requirement to go in there is. Which I think is like 50 odd. No worries. Thank you for chilling out, Azred, and we'll see. Maybe we'll see you again. Maybe we won't. Have a nice day. Enjoy work. Hopefully, it's better than Pink having to spend the day in a glass room at 28 degrees. I didn't even know you could burn potatoes. I did burn a potato. I have a funny story about burning a potato. Well, I think it's funny. It's probably not. My ex left a potato in the oven for 3 hours. We completely forgot about it, and then we had a new ashtray for the next few months. Yeah, it's not that funny. No, we didn't go in there during Death Plateau. Unfortunately. Okay. Fair. Well, see you again soon then. I'm glad you're enjoying the series. Like, that's just habit, that is. I am so fucking locked into raking everything that... Oh, man. Okay. Wait, can I... These have grown. Let's harvest these as well. How long have we got left on the stream? 25 minutes. I will put more into grow, why not? Experience is experience. Every little helps. Then we'll just cook these on the way back to the bank. Why not? Don't catch the inkling, 'cause I do not fucking want to. I forgot to turn the music back down. Or is the level alright? I'll turn it back down. Tesco locked Iron Man. Have to survive on meal deals and Tesco's own lager. I don't know if I actually turned it down or not then. I'll tell you what though, I'm glad I didn't put the cam and the light on today because it was nice and cool earlier, but over the course of the stream it's definitely... I'm starting to feel the heat now. What's it say? It's only 29 degrees in here, which is only 2 degrees more than it was earlier, but it feels like more. It's like humidity, man. So how much experience I'm actually getting for each of these? 15. I suppose it's not terrible. What can we fish? Catches. Sea bait fish. Ooh, I could go do that on Musa Point. Suppose I could do the... Yeah? I know there's no bank near there, so... And I would want to bank some of them. So sea bait fishing's probably not that viable anywhere, because I haven't got access to Catherby yet either. Unless you can bait one of the lumberage spots, but I don't think you can. What we'll probably do for the rest of this stream after this little cooking bit then is we'll spend the rest of the time fishing. Or I could grind... Well, it's either fishing or we could get my ranged up. And, get my ranged up and on cows. Cook all the meat from the cows. That might not be a bad shout. And that's not too far from a bank. I could do with some range level. Yeah, let's do that. It's a bit more interesting than fishing, isn't it? Yep. It's surprising where some of them are. Like, I won't have access to the Rift until Champion. The Abyss, not the Rift. Which... Where is it? It's one of the mini quests. Enter the Abyss. After Giant Dwarf, Lost Tribe. Forgettable Tale. It goes Giant Dwarf, Enter the Abyss, then Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf. Why is that there? That should definitely be in Pathfinder. And, like, Giant Dwarf and Forgettable Tale lead into each other really well. Why just stick that in the middle? Like, some of the quests' positions make loads of sense. Some of them make 0 sense. Yeah, I guess yeah. But even on a low-level account, you can run through it relatively easily. So let's kill some cows. Should I kill cows or chickens? Chickens would be quicker. Chickens would be a lot quicker. Because I'm more doing this for meat. We'll go 10 range. I haven't got any range gear either. Let's go make some range gear. That'll give us some meat. I've got a short bow. I can quickly make a long bow, or I could just buy one in Varrock. Let's just buy one in Varrock, and I'll make some ranged armor. Varrock. Because do you need the range level and the defense level for the armor? Equipment? No. So what is the level 30 ranged armor? Carapace. Don't have access to cockroaches yet. What else was there? What's level 20? Studded? Spider Silk, Ghost Hunter, Blightleaf, Death Warden, Death Leaf? Ah, that's got to be the Studded. Okay. We'll make some... have I got the level for studded armor? Don't look like it. Does not look like it. I guess I'll find out while I'm making them. There's hard leather at 25. Yeah, let's just go buy a longbow quick. Oh, we don't even need to buy it. And we get 30 for free bronze arrows. You get free bronze bolts, but you don't get a free crossbow. Oh, he does have armor. Should I just buy some? No, I shouldn't. I need to save every penny I've got, to be perfectly honest. I shouldn't have even... I shouldn't have even... Oh, I didn't buy it. I got it for free. I was going to say I shouldn't have even bought that, but I got it for free. So, Tavali. Be the easiest place to start this off. Just so I can use Tanya hide to quickly make the armor. So we'll do a full inventory of leather, or 14 pieces of leather and 14 pieces of meat. And and I'm going to leave this outfit on for now because I don't have a ranged outfit and I hate my base outfit. But as soon as we've got like the actual ranged gear on, oh, okay. Why is everything? Oh, okay. Since the combat update, I haven't used range since before it. So ranged abilities, just got the basic one at the moment. Piercing shots now a basic? Wait, was that a basic before? Snipe's now. Oh, snapshot's what I'm thinking of. That's interesting. Okay, so we'll just put that one on there for now. Because a super low level, apparently. I have 0 fucking hell. High level for the abilities on this one. Oh, there's that. That can go on there. And then I'll have that one at 7. Okay. Oh, wow. What's my 70% hit chance? Yeah, it might actually take a minute to kill these. So I think after these, once I've got the armor, it's definitely going to be more worth it to do these as chickens, isn't it? I just stand on the other side of this and safe spot him. No, apparently not. What about over here? There we go. Just spamming the threshold ability. Yeah, exactly. It feels weird doing these at such a low level now, but we've already got 1 level. Oh, and I can pick that up through the fence. Nice. I don't know if I should do the construction quest on stream. I probably won't, but I might do the actual building of my house and general skilling grind up to 25 on stream. So tomorrow's focus is going to be getting 32 cooking, and if we hit that before the end of the stream, I might do the agility grind for dive. My Slayer task. No, I haven't got one at the moment. How come? I might get cows, yeah. I'm only doing the 1 inventory, and it's not like I'm going to get an accuracy bonus against them. Oh, I can't get that one. Cow's going to attack me. Maybe not. Okay, back over here. There we go. Wait, how much? My accuracy went up 2% there. Yeah. With that level. Oh, there's another level. What's my accuracy now? It's another 2%. Wow. Can it actually hit me? Am I safe spotting these for no reason? I mean, it's just hitting zeros at the moment. I think I was safe spotting these for no reason. I actually no. I think you're getting at like I could spawn a super cow because that would actually be pretty good. It'd be a nice chunk of experience and loot. And like it's a 5k drop. I think it's a guaranteed 5k drop, which would be very nice at the moment. I haven't even got 1k. And that's level 9. I only went up 1% this time. I have no idea, fair. Last kill. Okay. Tanya Hyde. One of those excellent RuneScape names. Just bury these... Fuck's sake. Bury these bones quickly. Have I actually got enough to tan the whole inventory? Oh, it's only 1 GP each. Oh, but that's for hard leather. I don't want hard leather yet. And then I think these don't actually need thread. No, they don't. Wonderful. Okay. Cowl. Fams are better than gloves, I think. But I'll take them. We got a crafting level, nice. Leather body. And leather trousers. Is there anything else? We don't need a shield because shield's dead content. Masterwork elasticated armor, wow. We'll put these on and turn off the cosmetics. Time is out. Oh, it's nearly the end of the stream as well. That's good timing. I need to save the bear. Oh, that actually looks decent. What? Why does that look better than... Oh, I mean the form's still... The proportions are still a little bit weird. Looks like his chest's been caved in, but... And since the avatar refresh, the head always looks too big for the body. Let's see what it looks like that. Yeah, that don't look too bad. I mean, it's kind of floating. No, I'll undo that. Let's hide that, and then clear that one. Yeah, that don't look too bad, to be fair. I just meant to play double duty. Quite a chap. Ah, I did not get it. And then I did. Yeah, that's a pretty cool little outfit. Right, so what are we going to make with the rest of these? What's the most experience? Are they all the same? They're 25, 26. And I can make the same amount of all of them. Yeah, okay. They all require 1 leather, and that gives some... Shields give the most experience, okay. Oh, I think we will call it there, though. Once again, Ab, thank you very much for chilling out. I don't know if anyone else is still there, Rosa or anyone, but as always, thank you to everyone. Have a great evening, and might see you tomorrow, might not, might see you in the future. Either way, take care. I'm gonna find a way of being less awkward at the end of these streams. Hey, yes. Hey, Rosa. Hope you have a wonderful well, rest of your day, because it's still basically the middle of the day there for you, isn't it? No, yeah. Yes, no worries. I just didn't know if you were lurking or what. Have fun. Bye bye.